to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Rodgers throw, and it's a fumble. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. Hall again on second down. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jair Alexander. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And some space here. Uses the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. He's got the connection to Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Madison fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now Rodgers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll get this in. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He finds Watson complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
And they... Inside the 10 at the 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself and not ditch so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Now it's Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Forced out to his left.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Option play, here's Hall.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And so far, in terms of putting points on the scoreboard, it's been defense 2, offense nothing. But they'll have a chance to put together a first scoring drive this go-around. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On the draw, it's Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up.
Touchdown! Elijah Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Hall again on second down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they snap him short of the 1st, as he can only get to the 20.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Rodgers tapping his forward on the jet sweep. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Ty Summers gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll go again to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.